Welcome to today's lesson on how the female reproductive hormones interact to carefully coordinate the menstrual cycle. We will delve into the intricate interactions between hormones that regulate the menstrual cycle to ensure its precise timing and function. In today's lesson, we will explore the key hormones involved in the menstrual cycle, particularly focusing on follicle-stimulating hormone, on FSH, luteinizing hormone, or LH, estrogen, and progesterone. You'll also learn how these hormones interact through feedback mechanisms to regulate the different phases of the menstrual cycle, from follicular development to ovulation and menstruation. So far, you have had lessons about homeostasis and the endocrine system. You have gained an understanding of the functional components of the endocrine system, which releases hormones that regulate various bodily functions. This foundational knowledge sets the stage for us to introduce the concept of hormone interactions in the menstrual cycle. Understanding how these hormones coordinate will teach us about human reproduction, revealing how hormonal balance is essential for reproductive health and offering insights into conditions related to hormonal imbalances. Let's get started! To understand how the menstrual cycle operates, we need to explore how four key hormones: follicle-stimulating hormone, FSH, estrogen, luteinizing hormone, LH, and progesterone, all interact to coordinate the complex processes involved. FSH is produced by the pituitary gland, a small gland located at the base of the brain. FSH has two main roles. Firstly, egg maturation. It stimulates the growth and maturation of eggs in the follicles of the ovaries. Secondly, stimulating estrogen production. It causes the ovaries to produce and release estrogen. FSH concentrations begin to rise at the start of the menstrual cycle, which lasts approximately 28 days. Estrogen is mainly produced in the ovaries. Here are its key functions. It stimulates the thickening of the uterine lining in preparation for a potential pregnancy. It also regulates other hormones. High levels of estrogen inhibit further production of FSH and stimulate the production of LH. As the follicle matures, it produces increasing amounts of estrogen. When estrogen levels peak, this triggers the next phase of the menstrual cycle. LH is also produced by the pituitary gland and has a critical role in ovulation. The surge in LH levels around the middle of the cycle, approximately day 14, causes the mature egg to be released from the ovary, ovulation. After ovulation, LH levels fall and the follicle transforms into the corpus luteum, which secretes progesterone. Progesterone is secreted by the corpus luteum, the remnants of the follicle after ovulation. Its primary functions include maintaining the uterine lining. It ensures the uterine lining remains thick, making it ideal for the implantation of a fertilized egg. It also controls the production of other hormones. It prevents another egg from maturing by inhibiting FSH and LH, ensuring only one egg cycle proceeds at a time. If the egg is not fertilized, progesterone levels drop, leading to the breakdown of the uterine lining, which is shed during menstruation. This marks the end of the cycle and the beginning of a new one, as levels of FSH start rising again. The hormonal interplay in the menstrual cycle is carefully coordinated to ensure the release of a single egg to be fertilized. In the early period of the cycle, FSH rises, leading to egg maturation and estrogen production. Around day 14, elevated estrogen levels lead to a surge in LH, causing ovulation. Post-ovulation, LH levels drop, and the corpus luteum secretes progesterone to maintain the uterine lining. Finally, around day 28, if fertilization does not occur, progesterone levels fall, the uterine lining breaks down, and FSH levels rise to initiate a new cycle. In today's lesson, we delved into the complex interplay of female reproductive hormones and how they regulate the menstrual cycle. We began by identifying the key hormones involved: estrogen, progesterone, follicle-stimulating hormone, FSH, and luteinizing hormone, LH. We discussed the roles of each hormone throughout the menstrual cycle, starting with FSH, which stimulates the maturation of the egg follicle. We then covered how rising estrogen levels from the growing follicles prepare the endometrium and lead to a surge in LH. triggering ovulation. That is, the release of a mature egg from an ovarian follicle. Post-ovulation, we explored how the remnants of the follicle, now called the corpus luteum, secrete progesterone. Progesterone maintains the thickened endometrium, making it ready for potential embryo implantation. If fertilization does not occur, we talked about how progesterone levels to fall and leading to the shedding of the endometrial lining, otherwise known as menstruation. We also examined the feedback mechanisms that regulate these hormone levels, ensuring the precise timing and sequence of hormonal events. Understanding these interactions is critical for comprehending the menstrual cycle, its effects on the body, and its significance in reproduction. By mastering these concepts, you now have a clearer insight into how hormonal regulation is vital for reproductive health and overall homeostasis in the body.